at no point get to fight the Carpimon? You serious? Carpimon, Cherubimon.
Well done, my altar, Hiko. You have broken the chains, the shackles of natural law which imprison this body. Long at last, I feel free. Yes, this is it. My true desire, freedom.
My controller is so angry on that table.
Now that the Keeper is gone, the fabric of time is starting to unravel. I was born from Chronomon, so I understand. I can hear it. The words, thank you.
Gonna pick her up and throw her so she doesn't get absorbed by
Just as
space.
Chronomon wished, the Keeper of Time is now no more.
What will happen to the world now?
If things keep going, the damage will be worse than the Shinjuku Inferno. Actually, it's already happening.
Digimon!
Inori, so you've realized already. There is a way to fix everything. A way to restore a world that has lost its Keeper of Time. I must take on that role myself, in Chronomon's place. And I have the power to do so. Even if I am bound by the chains of natural laws.
A cog in the machine?
That is what Chronomon planned all along. The very reason I was born. Maybe the higher being heard Chronomon's wish and accepted it. That's why Agent appeared, dressed like an anime character. To lead us to this future. Our one and only future.
No! Don't do this to me, Digimon!
It's not all about you.
Don't leave me like this! I don't want to lose anyone anymore. I'm sick of it!
Don't cry, Inori. Time exists everywhere in the world. In other words, I will always be by your side. So this probably isn't such a bad thing. I will always be watching over you. I will always be praying for your happiness.
Come on, girl, you knew this was gonna happen.
And
Grow up.
finally, thank you, Inori, on that day, at that place, for finding me when I had just hatched.
Man's trying to speak. Shut up. Damn, girl.
I can handle the rest by myself. In the next world, I'll make sure that the gate doesn't open. That'll make it so the war never happened. So then, all the things she lost should be back to normal. Of course, it'll also make it so we'll never meet. But as long as she's happy, I'm okay with that. Inori will be somewhere in the world. As long as I can feel that, I can get through an eternity or two. But, at the very least, I want you to watch over her closely. I know it's selfish of me to ask, but you definitely understand how I feel, right? Because after all, You are the other me.
Yeah, there's like 3 of you apparently.
This was a tale of 2 worlds. The world of humans and the world of Digimon. As a result of the 2 worlds converging, Aegiomon met a human girl. By living among the humans, he learned of their kindness and formed a deep bond with them. But meanwhile, Chronomon was sowing the seeds of chaos that would guide the world to certain destruction. Aegiomon learned of his destiny to become the Great Guardian and rose up to face the challenge of protecting the world. However, during a battle, the girl disappeared into the ether. To rescue his companion, Aegiomon awakened the power over time that lay dormant within him. But in a tragic chain of events, he lost control over his power and set the world on a path to ruin, all according to Chronomon's machinations. Aegiomon fell into a deep despair from his failure to save his partner and from causing the destruction of the world. But fortune smiled upon the Great Guardian and offered him another chance. This time, Aegiomon used his mastery over time unselfishly and changed the tragic fate of Iliad's champions. Together, the 12 warriors awakened their true power as Iliad's protectors, found the girl, and vanquished Chronomon once and for all. However, even his demise at the hands of the Olympus 12 was part of Chronomon's grand design. I will take the place of the Keeper of Time. Despite knowing what that would entail, Aegiomon was resolute. He wished for the girl's happiness and sought to return everything she had ever lost to her, by offering the time they spent together as a cost. The gate connecting the 2 worlds had closed, once again separating them. Though his partner was now a world apart, Aegiomon would continue to watch over her, forever, as he promised.
Until she dies, because she's mortal. And she had a really killer moonwalk going on there.
Huh? Wow, cool! That's an alpha model! Can I hold it for a minute?
No!
Really the real thing? You? Please behave, would you? I am so sorry about— Bloody Nori! Come on. Huh?
Yay, happy ending. I'll be real with you guys. I think the ending was kinda lame. I think the game certainly felt strangely rushed after, well, basically at the point where it was like, here's 40 side quests. That was at the point where it felt kind of lackluster. Like, it was fine up until you free Minervamon from the jail. And then I think right after that is when it opens up 40 million side quests. And to be honest, it was kind of lackluster then, because if you didn't want to do all the side quests, you would have went straight into the story. Ceresmon not having any introduction, it's kind of lame. Because everyone else kind of gets an introduction, and Ceresmon just joins the team. Like, I know Ceresmon's obviously Sirenmon, but still kind of lame in my opinion. The whole... I'm kind of mad I didn't get to fight Cherubimon at any point. Like, I understand, I thought, like, Chronomon instead, but it kind of hyped up that it should have been Carpimon, and then you fight Carpimon, and Carpimon goes, this isn't my true form, and then he becomes Chronomon. So the fact that you see Cherubimon throughout the entire game kind of being the villain, and then you never fight him, is super strange to me. Yeah, I mean the first part of the game, so you're basically like going through all the areas at first, and even re-going through them, like with the time shenanigans, like oh you rewind time to save Netzman. That was all great, fantastic. I feel the second half of the game dips. I mean, or the third half of the game, I guess you'd call it, not the second half. Yeah, I feel it takes a bit of a dip after meeting most of the Olympus 12s. And again, like I said, I'm not a big massive fan of when a game goes, here, you've finished the game, here's 20 million side quests, and you're like, oh, well. And it was so many, like how many parts did that take for us to get through those side quests? It was gross, a gross amount of time it took. So I don't know, it's a good game. Obviously still better, like, I mean the whole thing with people were comparing it with Pokemon, it's obviously still better than Pokemon, because like, let's be so for real, Pokemon doesn't have a story. Like, who cares about Pokemon's story? No one. Cool mons that I hadn't seen in the game yet, or I just hadn't seen them before, really good. Attack, Magic Reflect, OP. Please nerf. I think I just give it the standard Digimon rating of a 7 out of 10. Things that I would feel that need to bump the rating up is really I'm not 100% so interested in the fact your character's just a part of Aegeomon as well. That's like, it's a decision. I'm not hating it, I'm just not loving it. So yeah, if the end of it felt less rushed, that would have been great. The side quest thing definitely gives it a minus point, just for the fact it gives you 40 side quests, and as someone who's kind of a completionist, like, I mean, I didn't even do every single one. I mean, there was still the Omnicarnival thing, and then there was finding Hiroko's pieces, and I was just not doing that. After having to do 2 other find pieces requests, I just was not for it. Yeah, I think it mainly just loses points because the end it was a bit lackluster, and for the side quest things, to be fair. I don't think there was anything else that was. I mean, that final battle was also super boring, but I'll just chunk that in with the end being lackluster, to be honest. Nothing. I don't really have massive complaints for we'll say the 2/3 of the story. I'll say the first part was the 2/3 of the story. Really no complaints other than you can't digital things in the box, but that's like so minor. It's not something I'd be like, oh, it's an awful game. But I just wish it held to the end. But it's so hard for a game to say consistently go throughout the entire game. Very rarely happens. Whether that's due to story or a very annoying gimmick boss or something like that. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I did enjoy this. I didn't know I was going to beat it because I didn't put parts up this week on Monday, Tuesday. I was like, oh, so I'll just do double parts on Thursday, Friday. And I've only did this part and last part, which, wait, hold on. We've did 3 parts, haven't we? Hold on, what have I done? Yeah, I did 121 today and I'm doing 122, and then this is 123, which is actually really awkward because it just means I don't like things ending on an odd number, so I'll most likely just do 1 part after this for something, because I don't like odd numbers, guys. Who likes odd numbers? So if there's, I mean, like I said, I'll do 1 part and I'll find something to do. I assume it's going to give me more side quests when we finish and get into the post game. Obviously, this part's going to be a bit longer because I'm just going to let the credits roll and speak through them. But if there is anything that anyone is watching that they want me to specifically do, say the post-game content does open up, and he's like, oh, I would really like you to go do this post-game content and see it strictly, comment, let me know, and I will go and do it. Even if I've dropped the series and someone comments 3 months later after being like, yo, I'd like to see this, I'll still have the game. This is on Steam, I will have this game, I will just pick it up and go do it. There is a good chance that I would do it on my own time anyway, but I will create a separate save when I start doing stuff on my own time. So it might not necessarily be my first experience with it, if that does happen. And I'll say if it's my first experience with it or not. The card game was lame. Yeah, the card game was super lame. I wish they actually put the TCG in it. I've not played the TCG since like BT 12, but yeah, I would have liked the actual TCG to be in it. They could have did something good with it, and they just made an RNG game of spam the button and hope you win. It's gonna be a lot of credits, isn't it? I don't want to. I don't. I like to try to let the credits roll the entire time for when I've done a playthrough. Obviously, no one reads credits, but I mean, I don't even know if you could skip it. To be fair, well, there is a skip button. Do we skip them? I think we maybe skip them. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna skip them. I don't like skipping credits, but what button am I doing? C. I'll hold C. Sorry, credits. I just can't monologue that long. I don't know how long the credits still had left. I knew there was going to be a scene afterwards, so I wanted to get to that without this being. I mean, it's going to be like a very big part, I think. I could maybe just split this part, actually.
I will protect Iliad's peace, no matter what. This is neither duty nor destiny. This is my own will, my own vow. The future is something we must grasp with our own hands, and let the names of those who support me in my oath, the Olympus 12, be known far and wide. May their names reach worlds far beyond our own!
Oh, hold up! The game fucking never explains why Calismon's alive, as well. They literally just throw him in and then don't explain why Calismon's alive. Is that just straight up a thing? No? Alright, cool. That's another minus point. That's stupid. That's so stupid. They literally did not explain. They were like, oh, he died. And they were like, oh no, Venusmon was able to save me. I was like, what do you mean? You were dead. Venusmon wasn't near you. Ridiculousness. Ridiculousness. Anyway, guys, like I said, we're going to end up there. This might actually just split the part, and then I'll have an even amount anyway. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've enjoyed this series. What the plan is for after this is going to be World of Final Fantasy. I actually played that a while ago on Twitch and I recorded it when I did. So because it's like the colder months right now, I'm going to take a break. So it'll just be World of Final Fantasy going up for maybe like 2 months, and I'll just take a 2-month break and maybe start recording other things. I think after World of Final Fantasy, I desire to play Octopath Traveler too. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the series. Please make sure to check out other series and comment to let me know if you made it all the way to the end. I appreciate you guys. See you guys next time. Bye.